Yo, what's the word, man? Cuffing the Dip coming at you guys with another one, man. Definitely appreciate you guys for stopping by. I got my boy Just a Man 04 in the building, man. What's the word? How you feeling, man?
What's good, man? It's a good day. It's a good day. Found some things we're gonna get into, talk about, and I'm excited about it. It's a exciting platform that I think we you've stumbled upon and introduced me to as well. But man, I'm doing well. Doing well. I got something in my eye. I feel like so
Yeah.
like
So,
as soon as
well,
we start the stream.
yeah, that's how it works usually. But
Uh,
look, while he's getting that out of his eye, man, go ahead and do what Eddie T said. Smash that like button, sub, all that good stuff, man. Definitely greatly appreciate it. What's going on, LKM land? Eddie T in the building.
Absolutely. And if you're over on Twitter watching or X, whatever y'all want to call it, Elon's playground, whatever the heck we call it these days, be sure to hit that like button, the retweet button. You can actually join in the conversation if you're over on X. Pretty simple. It's pretty simple.
And this is this mama right here. What's going on? How you feeling? What's the word? Appreciate you stopping by. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, definitely, man. If you want to hit that X up, man. I say we got 27 people. Got a lot of people on X, couple people on YouTube. So definitely tap in. We got up to 30 right here. So definitely hit the like button, retweet, all that good stuff, comment, whatever you guys want to do. Let me know, man. But yeah, we're gonna be going over a couple different things, man. And one of the things I wanted to touch on was the Bitcoin halving. I think a lot of people were disappointed not seeing immediate value directly after the Bitcoin halving. And it's kind of reflected in some of the volume in the smaller market caps, alt stuff like that. So
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of folks. For a lot of us, this was our first Bitcoin halving. Um, we kind of all the anticipation of crypto, the expectation of crypto is, I want it now, I need it now. It's got to happen right now. But if you go back and look historically, when the Bitcoin halving happens, it usually takes 2 maybe 3 months before we really start taking off after a halving. And you got to realize that over the last like a year before Bitcoin halving, it's up like over 100%. Not too bad, not too bad.
yeah, it's maintaining more than anything else. I feel like I've been paying attention to the chart. It's it broke into a little bit of a downtrend, but it's still in a good place. Same thing with Bitcoin. We kind of still keep bobbling back and forth, but I think that there's still a lot more to be told with this story. So we'll see how things kind of play out from there.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things going on in the world, outside of like crypto and stocks and all that other stuff. There's a lot going on on a global scale. Plus it's an election year, so I would not be surprised if we kind of maybe move sideways until the election, just until we see, which, who's going to be the president. Are we going to have the same president? We're going to have a new president. We're going to have new people in power. We're going to have the same ones that we've had for a while. So there's a lot of factors into it. But like I said, it usually takes 60 to 90 days, even up to 120 days before we really start to see any price action going crazy. Which 3 months from now would put us, we're April, May, June, July, into July, getting real close to the election time. So.
Yeah, definitely. Look, so but between Bitcoin, ETH, alts, that's not the only place you can make some money at, though. There's other places you can make money inside of this market. So if you're looking in the right places, you can find some gems, man. And I've definitely bumped into a few of them so far myself. and most of them smaller market caps, man, that have done pretty well, got a good dev team behind them and such like that. So, and I've been looking in different places. By different places, I mean like different blockchains at this point, because Ethereum, even with the Gwei being as low as it is right this second, I haven't really been enticed to buy too many ETH projects. I mean, I do dabble in ETH still, but I found myself in Solana, Avalanche, Base, and a lot of other places with lower gas fees. So that's speaking of that, we actually got Hefe the Walrus right there on X right there. So I actually did a content video. If you guys want to check that out, hit my page, hit that video up. But shout out to you guys. Appreciate you for tapping in. See your communities in the building. Baby Fast ready for the bull run. Okay, okay.
Man, I need one like yesterday. Not gonna lie, I need one like yesterday, like we all do. But yeah, like you said, you're talking about different blockchains. You know, Ethereum is Ethereum. You know, it's kind of like the OG, the one that we kind of all grew up on, ETH and BNB. But now we got so many other options. I started dabbling on, like you said, Solana. I haven't done anything on Avalanche or anything like that, but I'm just kind of got my toes wet on the base network as well. So, but yeah, man, and there's definitely these other blockchains are starting to kind of come in, and the fact that they have such cheap gas fees,
Yeah.
it really is. It's a game changer because you can throw $20 at a base play, you can throw $20 at a soul play, and get $20. It's not you need $200 to even get into a project on Ethereum. Sometimes it feels like, especially during a bull run, because those gas fees are ridiculous. Like I remember when I got into Saitama way back when. We all remember those days. I think I put $100 in, and I think I got like $23 worth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
You have
the
to
rest of it
prepare
was
for the
gas
gas
fee.
fee.
Yeah, and it was a learning. I had to learn that, like, hey, if I want $100, that means I need to have 150 bucks of
Yeah.
Ethereum. And then you got to get, if you want to get out of the play, you got to have another 60,
Yeah.
70, $100. So by the time you're looking at it, dang, you need almost $500 to even really have a play. So, but these
Well,
other
it depends
blockchains.
on where you're enter. You know what I mean? So you can catch these sub $100,000 market cap projects and enter into those. And sometimes those are your best bet. Sometimes, but they're riskier plays too, because it really depends on community. Your community definitely has to show up, spaces, tweets going out, you know what I mean? Like if you got a solid community and people can actually see that people value this token, this community, the utility, or whatever you guys are presenting, you normally see those buy-ins. You know what I mean? You see people buying in and you see those green walls. You will see sell-offs, which is normal, I feel like. Anything that goes just straight up, you're gonna have a long red candle from people selling large amounts and panic selling after they see the large amounts, feeling like that's the top, not giving it an opportunity to go back up again. So you definitely want to see those sales in between. So
Yeah, I mean, and sell-offs, like if you look at the ETH chart right now, like right now, I mean, it might be a decent spot to kind of maybe potentially dollar cost average in, if you're looking at it that way. So I mean, it's all about you need the volume, in and out. Somebody buys, somebody sells. That creates volume, which is always a good thing for a project. You just hope that the volume is trending to the upside, instead of pulling back all the way.
yeah, and it's just in the market, there's a lot of opportunities right now, and all of them are not just mainstream opportunities. It's some of the smaller and the newer cryptocurrencies that are coming up that you're actually getting larger opportunities from, which is why I'm going to be doing my best to try to cover some of the newer tokens that are coming out, different things that have opportunities, definitely some tokens that have utilities. I feel like utilities are something that kind of draw me at this point. Will I buy a meme that has no utility? Yeah, but usually when I do that, I have intent to sell at a certain point. Like I have a threshold to where like I'm like, okay, I put my money in, I've rode this wave as far as it's probably gonna go, because those are based on community and momentum. So, but if you got a utility, it's a little bit easier to I guess kind kind of hold or remain around in the token a little bit. So it depends on perspective though. If you have because let's say Shift for a while didn't have a utility worth anything, neither did Saitama. It was just community and hype, and that Joker went over $1 billion market cap as far as Saitama and
like seven
Shift.
five, like
Yeah,
7.5 billion off of.
hype
Hey
and
man, I found this project. Come check it out. Next thing you know, that spreads like wildfire.
yeah, and that's what it really was. When people started talking about it, I started to see the hype about it. I'm like, you know what? Let me try buying this. It was kind of at an early stage, like you said, put couple $100 in there, and I was just watching it fly from there. After it started going to 30K and it got above 100K, I was just like, okay, you know what I mean?
Right.
Bull run opportunities, which I was a little bit greener during that period of time. You don't understand that the market's not always going to be like that. So when it turns bearish, you're just like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like
One
where's
hundred
the
percent.
money at? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we sat there. I think both of us. I think a lot of us, especially the ones that have been around for a while here, watching me and Cuff. I think a lot of us left a lot of money on the table during the last bull run.
Yeah.
Just like you just said, expecting like every day's a green day. Every week's a green week. Every month's a green week. So like this is just the way it is. It's just going to like forever and ever. And then reality slapped me in the face, and I'm sure a bunch of us as well, where we left tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table when we could have just taken some profit. Diamond hand is something that there's got to be some like there's not many projects that I will diamond hand. Like
Yes, it
I'm all
depends.
about I'm all about profit.
Yeah, it depends. For me, like it depends on the community. I feel like if you can build a strong community and they have a strong core, there's people there willing to hold the floor and help build up the project. Something like that, I feel like is worth like the DCA and kind of buy and kind of set your bag down and have other trades so that you're not per se focused on that. To where if it goes up, it's like, yeah, I got to take profits, or if it goes down, it's like, damn, should I pull this out before I lose too much more? It's kind of letting the community build up, because there's going to be buys and sells, especially if you're not a trader. You know what I mean? Set your bag there and kind of see what it does from there. But I don't
and,
know. A
and,
lot of
and we're also we've also like we've educated ourselves. Like you've educated yourself to where you like looking at this chart, you could have sold the top, bought at the bottom, rode that wave up again, sold that top when you think you're kind of hitting a resistance point, hit by the bottom again. So it's one of those things where like now we know we are better educated when it comes to like when do we take profit, when is a good time to dollar cost average and get back in there. So
Yeah, man. So it's hard sometimes to kind of know like when to do that, especially when you're seeing your bag go up rapidly, and then you're like, what else is left in the tank? You know what I mean? Like there's,
right,
and then you think about how little people are in crypto. It's like when people hear about this, it's gonna go parabolic, and there's some that do go parabolic, but you have to understand there's like a almost a perfect mixture there. Like you got the community, you got some decent promotion, you got credible people talking about it, because you got people that will promote things, but you'll see a bunch of views and engagement on the post, but you won't see buys, because people either know that it's one of those things where you got to get in and out, or they feel like they missed it because the charts already rose to a certain point, because everybody's already bought in big bags hoping on people to become exit liquidity. So
right.
it's um it's a crazy game, and it's definitely a situation to where you gotta monitor what you do, where you spend your money, and how much sometimes, because there's some plays that I know for a fact that are going to they're pretty much pump and dump setup. Pump and dumps are going to go up
Yeah,
a certain amount, and then I know that the pullback's coming, and I'll still get into it. Why? Because I know that it's going to be rapid volume. I have time to sometimes sit down and look at charts, and I feel like I'm confident in my TA to the point that I can see when volume's kind of exhausting. Sometimes you can't see when a big dump's coming, but you know what I mean, you can see to a certain extent when that volume's kind of coming to an end and people are kind of getting stagnant. That's usually when you see that that larger sell that that makes people panic sell from there.
Right. Absolutely. And like I just looked at Coin Market Cap, and there's like 2.4 million projects, 2.4 million cryptos, and we know of like, I mean, there's like maybe 10 that go parabolic, like ridiculous, and stay that way. So, like Mo said, I learned the diamond hand or married to a project is not the way. Facts, facts. It's got to be. I think we got to have that mindset of like, I'm here to make money, um, and if I can make money, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Like I said, it depends, man, because people have different strategies. Like I don't mind throwing $1,000 in a project that's early, sitting, kind of waiting for it to build out. Which I understand it takes a little bit of time. People that are in early are going to take profits. The team still has to continue to deliver something substance so that people want to remain around. So you gotta you know what I mean, you just gotta keep people interested and keep that demand up for your product. Like there always has to be some type of demand or reason to use the cryptocurrency, which I think that's what a lot of people lack sometimes. But right now you don't really need that. This is like this has been like the longest extended meme season that I have ever seen, period. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah,
so
absolutely. And it's the longest bear market as well.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's been brutal. It's definitely been brutal.
Yeah, it's something that I think is interesting, and it's just a learning experience. Like if you've been through this entire bear market and you still have money in your wallet, you still have assets that have value to them, and you're still willing to come into the Web3 space and either spend more or wait until those assets become valuable again and flip or whatever, man. I kudos to those people, man, because this has definitely been a trying time for a lot of people. I know a lot of people have gone broke trying to remain in Web3. Shit, there's a lot of influencers that aren't even around anymore because those payments weren't coming in when the market goes sour. Pretty much sort of the funds for marketing for a little bit. The ETH went down. Most people don't stable coin, so they lost money within that time period. And it's either a time for a recoup or they have to manage their money as smart as possible. You know what I mean? So they'll keep some marketing so that they can still be relevant, but they won't be marketing as hard as they normally would during a bearish market because they know it's low volume. They're probably not going to get as much money coming in from the taxes because of there's going to be lower buys. So they have to accommodate for that. I feel like.
Exactly. Exactly. Less volume in the entire market means there's going to be less volume in probably every project out there. So, and like you said, you're just trying to make sure that they stay relevant. But the projects that were in the last bull run, that have spent the entire bull run building and actually coming up with something, some type of utility. I think they got a good chance of doing well in the next bull run, just because there's going to be a little bit of recognition with it, and they're going to be able to show that, hey, we weren't just sitting around, we weren't stagnant during the bull run. We were actually, you know, putting our money, putting our funds to good use by building something out. So
Yeah, yeah, most
I'm
definitely.
excited to see. I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, future. I feel like is bright for crypto as a whole, and like I said, different networks. Most people wouldn't think Avalanche has value like that, but they actually do have some nice value. And they got some nice projects launching over there. They got memes launching over there on Avalanche also, which is man, it's way cheaper on the gas fees. The opportunity to make more money because you're not spending it all on the gas fee, especially if you're only investing with a couple $100. It's a little bit more of an opportunity to advance. I feel like a little bit faster. You still be going at a slower rate because the buys they're not Ethereum buys. You know what I mean? Ethereum is $3,000 right now. So
Right.
I think one Avalanche is what is it like 30 in between $30 and $40 right now. So you got to think. Let me go back and see real quick. See if I get it accurate.
Avalanche is $36.44.
Yeah. So you got to think about the difference in between that. So some people get that euphoric feeling when you see a like a 20 or 15 Avalanche buy or something like that, and you're correlating that to ETH. You know what I mean?
Right.
Kind of feeling bullish from that, but it's like that's nowhere near the same amount as 15 ETH. So, and the buys they come in frequently when you got a good volume on the project, but it's just not they're not as large a buys though. So,
Right. Yeah, I'm actually gonna see like how many. What's the ETH's like? What 30? We'll call it 3,200 just for ease here.
yeah,
Let's put it $3,200. Yeah, that's. I mean that 31 ETH is 87.44 avalanche.
yeah,
So like you see a 40 avalanche, you're like, oh man, yeah, that's a point 0.5 on the ETH side, which is a nice buy, but it's not gonna like you see a 20, 30, 40 ETH buy on the Ethereum side. It's like, oh, holy crap,
yeah.
that's a whale. That's a type play.
Which there's projects out there that have those frequently happen. You know what I mean? There's buys and sales throughout, but like there's 5 ETH, 10 ETH, 15 ETH buys depending on the price impact, or you'll see them break it down in like 5 or 2 ETH buys depending on the price impact. It's because most people are not trying to lose the majority of the bag by buying in, and most people don't even notice that little red negative number underneath your transaction. Most people don't even know what that means per se,
Right.
but yeah, man, it's a lot of volume out here on different networks. So another thing, so just so I don't forget this, let me refresh it really quick. But this is something that we stumbled upon, and it's really interesting. So project, this is a launch pad pretty much, and projects get an opportunity to launch their project. It's actually pretty low fees to launch the projects, and if you have a community behind you, your goal is to get to to get to 69K market cap. So these start super low. So I've seen a couple of these go pretty fast, and then the other ones are kind of I guess in between. It depends on the community. So I've been studying it for a couple days now and trying to see if I can find any trends or days to where there's higher volume per se. But this one in particular, well, actually, let me go back so you guys can see that too. But this one has the king of apes, which means that it's the top runner right now, currently out of the deployed contracts on the platform. So, and that's indicated by this bar too. So this bar right here, where it says free the ape progress, this is actually where you see how long it's going to take for this to get to Uniswap. So once this gets to 100%, which you can kind of see the progress on this chart right now. So it could be tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. It just depends on if somebody else sells, how many buys come in, community support, stuff like that. But as soon as this hits 69K market cap, which is at a 45K market cap right now, it's going to launch immediately on Uniswap. And when it launches on Uniswap, it's actually going to burn the keys to the liquidity. And on top of it burning the keys to the liquidity, it's also going to renounce the contract. So I think that those are some cool safety features. So the developers of the project don't have time to put anything malicious as far as the coding inside of the projects. These projects launch really low. So just to give you guys an example really quick, we'll go here. Sorry, it's taking so long to load. Damn, it's gonna let me click on it or not. All right, there we go. Go to creation time. So this one was just created. As you can see, it's at a $2,800 market cap. So that's $2,800 is what it started at. There's buys and trades, so you can actually buy and sell on here. So we go back and look at another one.
Yeah,
She,
Cuff showed me this. You showed me this platform, and it was pretty intriguing because like I'm somebody who like I do not like pre-sales. I'm just going to throw it out there. I am not a pre-sale fan because we see time and time again what happens when pre-sale when the token launches. People get their pre-sale tokens and they're in a profit, so they're like, yeah, I'm out, and that just wrecks the chart. So I'm not a big fan of pre-sales, but this kind of gives you like like kind of like an alternative to a pre-sale, where it's like a pre-sale where you're trying to get, hit a market cap and all that, but at the same time you can buy and sell at, during, so you don't have to wait for for it to hit Uniswap or all this other stuff. You can literally buy, and then if it runs up a little bit, if you get into a project early, you make 1, 2, 3, 4x, whatever it is. You can take some profit right then without having to wait. So it's kind of cool. I definitely I found this project today, or this platform today. Cuff put me on game, so I
Yeah.
definitely need to do some more diving into it. But so far, I'm liking what I see. It's pretty cool.
So when you first when you first kind of look at it, there's a couple different things you look at. If I connected my wallet, which I just this one's not connected to any wallets that I've been using, but if I would have connected my wallet, you have a whole swap right here that you can use to show you how much value and base you have. That's well base ETH that you can use. How much alpaca in this particular situation you would get. So you see, this one's even still, it's just below a $5,000 market cap right now. So the opportunities with this to get to a $69,000 market cap, you can see the potential between that. So if you find a token that I've noticed that one, you got to make sure it has some socials. Socials definitely help. Telegram, if it's on there, they have an opportunity to add all of these different things, but you're going to want to look for that to see the validity of it. They can't really rug it. You can see right here the holder distribution right here. So right now in this early stage, it's only 10 holders. The creator holds 8.14%. So you can kind of see the different metrics on this, but it's different opportunities to get in and out. Worst case scenario, if you don't make the 2, 3, 5x, you know what I mean, that these normally have potential to do. Well, sometimes you do have to give these time to build up and see
Yeah,
it if you don't really see the community kicking up behind it. Some of them are just flat duds. So it does happen. Some of them are not the best in the world. The first one we looked at looked like it went up and right back down. So that's a possibility also. So you have to be understanding of that. But the cool part about this is with it being at a 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, even $5,000 market cap, you can spend 20, 30, 40, $50 and get point 0.5, maybe even if it's low enough at a $3,000, almost point almost 1% of the supply for 20 to 40 or $50. Or you can spend $100, get 1, 2% of the supply. You know what I mean? Depending on the level of it. So just think about potential projects and things that have already launched already. So if you already have a you have a project that launched, like let's just say shit, but what if you would have got in that one early enough to where you can spend $40 and get 1, 2% of the supply? That's crazy because these things go, if it goes to 69K market cap, it launches on Uniswap instantly. So that means other people are going to see it. They're going to see the progress, the percentage that is going up. It's going to see the buy. So you're going to have a lot of opportunities once it launches on Uniswap, especially if it has a community pushing behind it. So, and you just got in at a 3,000 or a sub $5,000 market cap, and this joker goes up to a $500,000 market cap or a $1 million market cap. Not saying that you should try to hold all of those for 1 million or 500,000. I guess you wait till you're comfortable, take profits when you're comfortable, or take small profits along the way so that you're not selling your entire bag. Because when you do buy that low, you can sell a big chunk of your bag early if this does fly to $100,000 market cap or something crazy like that, and miss out on a big opportunity to have made some funds. So it's a little bit of calculating you got to do.
for sure, for sure. I mean, and like you said earlier, there are some duds out there. So I mean, you have to, you gotta do a little bit of research. It's a brand new platform. This idea is brand new. So I think the longer it's out, the more eyes that get on it. I think you're going to see this maybe move. Things may move a little quicker, but for the time being, especially right now, it may take a little while. Like Cuff said, these things got to cook a little bit before they really take off. Another thing that I do like about this is at the very top of the screen up there, you can actually see like transactions as they go through. Like somebody just sold, somebody just bought. So
Yeah.
You can kind of see what what people are buying and selling at the top,
Look, this
which
is
is
the
pretty
part that
legit.
tripped me out right here, bro. The chat. So, when you place a buy, I don't know if you noticed when you place your buy, you get an option to put a comment in. So you can put a comment in and kind of tell people how you feel about the project, or say that you're bullish, or people are saying that this is definitely going to Uniswap. You know what I mean? So it kind of gives you a sentiment of if there's a community behind it, that people are trying to, what I mean, be a part of this and push it or whatever. So there's various different ones with a lot of different comments on it. So that's another way to tell what's going on. Like I said, besides that, the wallet distribution, kind of see how many tokens the team's holding as far as the creator, which my concept of holding tokens with you about to be able to launch on Uniswap, there's no team tokens when this launches. The team actually has to buy in when they launch on this platform. So that's another good thing. So you're literally seeing all the tokens that they have. When that creator buys, you can literally trace that wallet or whatever you want to do. If you want to be real in depth about it, just to make sure that you're good. But that's all the tokens that they have. Like they had to buy those tokens initially when this thing launches. So it kind of gives you a safety feature about it. I know some people who are creators probably will buy it for giveaways or to promote the token marketing or whatever reason they have. So there will be some reasonings to buy tokens. I've kind of determined. So it really just depends. But you can literally see the buys and the sales up top. You got chat, see how people are doing. You can see the buys and sales right here. Um, but it's pretty straightforward, man. And I feel like there's a lot of early opportunities that you probably wouldn't get on other platforms, and base is kind of becoming that new hot meme coin spot. At first it
Right.
was Solana. I think Solana was really taking off. Base really started to take off with Brett launching and a couple other meme tokens doing well. Cheap gas fees, you're paying like 2 cents per transaction. So there's not really too many complaints that you can have about the base platform. Like you're still trading ETH, but you're getting BNB gas fees.
Yeah, and I do like that the king of the ape thing, because if you got a if you're a project that's just now launching and you have a community behind you, that's something that the community can strive for, and try to become try to knock off that top spot and become the top spot. So little challenge right there on the home screen that's that you get a chance to trip
Yeah,
if you got
Banana
a
was
community.
actually on top last. So this one, it's got 56 comments on it. You see this chart looks like a regular chart. You know what I mean? It's buys, sells on it. So kind of see breaks in volume, but then you see the people chatting. Somebody said people are cheating. Then there's what I mean, there's literally like this is almost like freedom of speech Facebook type of trading. Is like,
Right.
but the thing about it is I think that you have to place a buy for you to actually place a comment. So if somebody's mad enough about a sell to place a buy to, to argue with somebody on the chat, like that's crazy, or to respond to somebody on the chat, that's crazy. But
Right.
the gas fees are super cheap. So
Facts. Yeah, you could definitely. I can see somebody calling like wallet ABCD is a Jeet. And next thing you know, just trying to some friendly camaraderie. Some trash talk back and forth. I could see that happening there.
yeah. Yeah, man. So there's a few of them on here. Some of them have done pretty well. Like I said, some others have not done as well. So
Right.
it just really depends on when you get to them, how you get to them. Like I said, most of them start around like I think like a $2,000 or $3,000 market cap. So if you're finding them early and they're actually making it to Uniswap, like if you get in at a $3,000 market cap and it goes to a 69K, it launches on Uniswap and it continues to go up, like you can kind of already gauge like that you're well into profit. Even if you put just $20 into that, you're well into profit at that point. Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got a chance to get in early, with a little bit of security, just because of uh, like you said, there's not a lot of there's no team tokens, outside of what's been bought. So if you bought in, like if it launched and you bought at the same time that the team buys, then you're gonna make those gains with them. So
Yeah,
Some definitely chances for some profits there for sure. I'm excited to see uh, kind of how it works and all that good stuff. So definitely
yeah,
a little deeper. And I will say the boar I got in on boar. I got in on it. Got in pretty early.
yeah. Boris boring right now, so Boris doing his damn thing. So I'm not mad at that at all. Like that looks good. It's like a healthy chart. Like from 3,000 to 2,000, $3,000 to $45,000 market cap, almost ready to go to Uniswap.
Right.
So
And I do like the fact that you can see like how close you are. So another thing, like if you got a Telegram, put it in there and be like, "Oh, Telegram, you know, we're 43% away from making Uniswap. You know, we need we need this much, you know,
yeah,
as a community." So pretty solid. And like I said, you know, this is a newer platform, so I think the more it is out there, the more the people are talking about it, the more eyes are going to come in there. I would not be surprised if we see some real community takeovers on that King of the Apes. We
yeah,
see projects start to kind of fly as volume comes into the platform. Like, hey, Ape Store, this this launched on Ape Store. Uh, you know,
yeah. Hey,
and
and bro, with that, we got 134 people on Twitter watching right now. Appreciate you guys. Shouts out to you guys. I appreciate everybody watching on YouTube also. The main crowd's been on Twitter lately, which is cool and interesting, man. I know YouTube builds up and you know what I mean, it fluctuates a little bit, but Twitter is definitely where it's at. But definitely appreciate you guys. If you guys could retweet, hit that like button, be greatly appreciated. Get us an algorithm. Definitely dropping some jewels, man. And speaking of jewels, man, inside of the Discord, I did drop this base door play. It got dropped at I think a $5,000 market cap. So you could have got it in. Actually, I think it was actually a little bit low, 5,000, but you could have got in sub $5,000 market cap if you were inside that Discord. You got that Flight Club trait, or you use 10 of those Flight Club scratch offs to get into the different plays that I do drop. High risk plays, Legion plays, all type of different things, alts, blue chips. So it's definitely something that you got to tap in with. If you have Flight Club traits and you're not utilizing those channels and those plays that I'm dropping, you're essentially just passing up on money. Not financial advice at all, period, but definitely something that I would at least take a glance at and kind of see what's going on inside of that Discord. Got some good stuff
and,
going on.
and as a community member in the Flight Club, like some solid plays to go out. The other day, I was talking to my dad about something. We were playing around at golf, and I was like, you know, this is what's going to happen. We were talking about. He's like, hey, you know, how's everything? How's life going and all this? And I was like, you know, we kind of got into like trading. I was like, man, Cuff puts out these plays in this DJing group, and it usually happens when I'm on the golf course playing around a golf. Like he'll put it out, and then I'll see it 3 4 hours later, and I'm like, damn. Which is exactly what happened Monday when he put out like four or five different plays while I was on the course, and they all like did some pretty solid numbers. Like, well, I saw one go up to like 4,500.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty wild.
Yeah, it was a couple 3,000 percent plays and a couple 4,500% plays, and sometimes it happens quick, or sometimes it happens over time. You got to kind of assess the situation and kind of take profits when you want to. But yeah, them plays are dropped frequently inside of the Discord. So you got those traits, man. Like I know Mo has it. Hopefully he's using it. What's the name of the new platform? It's called Ape Store. So if you guys are looking for that, my suggestion is don't get FOMO and over invest. There's no need to put hundreds of dollars into a play that the market cap's only $3,000. You
Yeah,
actually may be shooting yourself in the foot, because you're going to get something around like in between 3 to about 8% of the supply for in between $300 to $500, and that's usually a deterrent for most people, especially for an early project. The max people are going to think initially is, as soon as people start buying and it starts going up, this guy's going to start dumping on us. Is usually the perspective. So if you keep your buys at a moderate rate, you won't really have those issues and people having concerns with the projects and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I put in, I think I put in like 20, $25 earlier. Like nothing. It was my first time on here, so I wanted to see what this is about. I wasn't trying to just, oh, brand new cup set. It's pretty legit, so I'm just going to throw 500. But yeah, nah, I'm not doing that. But I put in like $25. Yeah, and I got a healthy chunk, like a healthy chunk. So I'm excited. I'm ready to see what comes of it. It's one of those things where like this thing has the potential. Now we just got to get eyes on it and let everybody else understand how much potential is here with the Ape Store. So you
Yeah.
know, it, something new and shiny. We gotta tinker around with and see what it's all about.
Yeah, so we showed you guys the platform we'll be utilizing for our Solana plays. This is the one that should technically we can use for Solana, BNB, and base. So this is actually almost a one-stop shop. So I'll gauge how I feel about the chart. I don't really know how I feel about it not having the indicators that I'm normally used to. I mean, I can put some on there, but I they function a little bit different. So I kind of like the other platform a little bit more, but I'm still on the fence. I'm still using it. I'm only a couple days in, so when you get a couple days into something new, you're not really the biggest fan. You got to kind of get that that flow to it, I guess you can call
Yeah,
it. But I think that it's a good platform. I think there's a lot of opportunities inside of this platform. Early opportunities at that. I mean, there's not too many plays. I mean, you literally would have to damn near know the developer to get in at $2,000-3,000 market cap. Not to mention they put in a small amount of liquidity dependent on that. But with this launch pad, there's a set amount of liquidity. I guess it's launched with. They set you up with the setup of how everything goes down, and it launches safe. So I haven't seen any errors from it so far. So it's pretty cool.
yeah. Like I said, it looks legit. So we'll have to see what the future holds. I haven't even like I really haven't even messed with the charting. Like I said, I found it today, so I haven't even really dove into what all charting, what indicators they have and things like that. I did notice they have like a 30 minute, an hour, and like a day chart, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was part of my I didn't like the fact that especially with it just launching and it just being new.
Right,
But I can understand also because I guess 5 minutes is essentially good for this chart because you think about it, most this is still a new platform and sometimes the buyers are few and far in between depending on the promotion of the project. So if you got a 1 minute chart, it's gonna be a bunch of dotted lines into
right.
the next small bar. So it's not really gonna give you the best readout anyway.
Yeah, I definitely think it has potential. I think it definitely has potential. And it seems like like I said earlier, I'm not a pre-sale fan. I don't know that I will ever do a pre-sale again. I've just been burned on. I think every one of them. I think like every pre-sale. So yeah, this is like a pre-sale platform without having the pre-sale vibe. If that makes
Without being
sense.
locked into the pre-sale because
Yeah,
let's just say there's pink sale, there's a bunch of other ones that are out there. You have to claim your tokens on pink sale. This one you're buying it flat out, you can sell whenever you want to if it goes up a bunch or whatever, so it's a little bit more comfortability. There's nothing wrong with pink sale, don't get me wrong. I think that the fair launches and the pre-sales that go on over there, they run smoothly. They launch directly after if you program it to do it, or you can actually program a time frame for when you're gonna launch. So I think that Pink Cell definitely has some things going for it, and there's some good tokens that launch. There's a lot of value that goes through Pink Cell. Like they're like a mainstream like place for your pre-sale or locking your liquidity in
yeah.
a lot of other places. So
And I'm not trying to like throw shade on Pink Cell by any means. I'm just talking my personal experience with pre-sales in general.
oh yeah, yeah.
Uh, just, but you can do fair launches and all that kind of stuff there as well. Nothing against Pink Cell. Not to, like I said, not
Yeah,
trying to
I
shade.
think pre-sales depend on the caliber of people that you recruit for your community. Now, if you recruit nothing but degens and then expect for your token to go to $1 million market cap from a pre-sale, that's
Right.
definitely a far-fetched thought. That's not going to happen because you've recruited a bunch of people that are literally training themselves to basically gather as much liquidity as they can in short periods of time because their understanding of Web3 is you have to sell before the next person sells. So that causes a chain reaction. You normally see pre-sales dump down a little bit when you have those just solely degen communities. Now, if you got some good investors, you got some credible people talking about the project that attract more investors, pre-sale could go well. There's been a lot of pre-sales that I've seen go from anywhere from a 10x to 100x on pre-sales. So it just all depends on the core community who's kind of holding tokens. Their concept of crypto is really big, I feel like, because if you got a bunch of, like I said, a bunch of degens or a piece of people who are newer to crypto, never had any money and don't understand that there's still potential to grow at certain points, they're gonna sell too. So if you build a good community, a pre-sale can be valuable, builds up liquidity for marketing and a lot of other things.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Oh, show. Hey, shout out again to everybody over on X and everybody here on YouTube. If you are on X, don't forget to hit that like button, hit the retweet button, leave us a comment. Like what was the last thing you bought? Leave us a comment on X. We want to know what was the last thing you bought. It doesn't matter what blockchain, what project. Just let us know. Hit us up. We are always on the lookout for new projects, new ideas, things like that.
uh oh,
I don't know why I sat here like this for a while.
bro, he just deployed one called Meat House.
Meat House. Am I about to have to like take a break from the stream for a second?
Well, I don't know. Literally, like it just popped up top. It said deployed Meat House.
We'll get a good idea of like what the liquidity, what it looks like when it first launches.
Yeah. So
0-0.
damn, that's a hell of a candle though. Am I tripping? I'm like, where does it end? All right, so this one has like literally it just launched, so it has no data as far as like holder distribution or anything. This one did not launch with a logo. There's no socials. So yeah. This might be this might just be one of those things. Oh my god, baby fat.
I saw that as well. Baby fat over there.
Let me try refreshing. Is it okay? There we go. We're at damn, it went to a $4,000. So it usually starts lower than that, but it's at a $4,000 market cap now. Trades. Let's look at the trades. Oh, that's because so I'm pretty sure the person who deployed it bought 0.24 of the supply. Now, I just explained that buying super large amounts are like deterrents. So as far as me, I'm cool. I'm gonna pass on this one.
Yeah, I put my phone down when I saw there was no socials on there.
But yeah, you see how quickly that happens. Like the interest just gets lost. You know what I mean? It's like you have no socials, no way to contact you guys. You bought a big ass chunk of supply immediately. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that could be. I mean, it could be just that it could be okay, but at the same time, kind of a red flag.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a complete and utter degen, you can count on this guy maybe trying to pump this if nobody buys it after a little while. And maybe your little buy, because I would not put a lot into this at all, period. Maybe your little buy goes into more because he puts another large ass amount thinking that people are still going to buy in. But yeah, that's straight degen mode right there if you buy
Like
this.
how? What's the? Does it have any details? Like how much? Like it has no details. Does it? Like how? Like what's the supply on there?
All the supplies that launch on here are 1 billion.
So 1 billion. That guy has 200, like
Hold on.
200
What?
plus.
If he has 217 million.
Yeah. So that's what 21%.
Yeah.
21% of the supply right there in one buy.
Yep.
You can
Yep.
say, but for an example, like if you kind of not necessarily this project, but if you do get in early, you know, you can get a healthy amount of supply. Like 0.25, 0.24 is what of Ethereum. Let's see here.
This is a pretty good example of just like a huge unnecessary buy that just ruined the token. you know,
I mean,
like
that's $750. $750 got him 21% of the entire supply.
so do half of that, and you're looking at what? Let's just say 350 or $300 or whatever. You're looking at about 10% of the supply
Yeah, nine
for
to
300
nine,
bucks.
9, 10, 11%.
Yeah, for 300
Yeah,
bucks.
that's wild.
You know what I mean? 10% of the supply. You're one of the biggest whales in the project at this point. You know what I mean? So
You'd be the second largest whale in this project.
well, first of all, I have to say, notice how stale this project is. Like people
Right.
normally look at the launches, and I know somebody else clicked on this, and then they saw this guy bought 0.24, and they were like, you know what? There's clearly nobody decent enough to buy this one. So
Yeah, not right now, or
yeah,
probably ever, but
yeah, it probably have to be after a couple of drinks. You buy that. I don't know when you buy something like that.
I'd have to see a red candle and then maybe think about it.
If you see a red candle, the project's damn near over. It's $3,000, $4,000 liquidity. This guy just bought $700. It's getting real weird out here, guys.
Right.
Yeah, so there's no way. One thing I will say about this platform is apparently be patient with clicking the buttons because I'm down there about to wear my damn mouse out trying to click this damn drop down menu. Oh, now it wants to just pop up.
Danny, what's good, man? How you doing, brother?
Yo, what's going on, Danny? Yeah, but yeah, man, look into the opportunities, man. We won't hold you guys too much longer, man. We just wanted to show you guys a couple things. Come on, chat with you guys, man. We're trying to stream more, get a little bit more consistent. There's going to be some Twitter spaces. We're still looking to do some trading. I will be doing some more promo videos and just kind of letting you guys know early about different projects, whether it be a pre-sale, early launch, this launch pad. I've actually posted some projects about this launch pad. I may choose to make a video about some. It just depends on the timing. I would rather people get an early entry if possible. But sometimes if it's a runner, it's hard to. Literally, I can be making a video and trying to talk fast as hell and get out of there, but I don't know how it's going to work out. But we'll get the earliest time frames we can. If you want it even earlier, you got to get in that Discord. So
Facts. Hey, how do they get in that Discord again, Cuff?
you gotta own well actually the Discord's free. You can get into their general chat, you go ahead and chat it up. But if you want the different sections to where I'm dropping these different plays, these in plays, alts, being charted, stuff like that, man. You can go ahead and get you a flight club trait bull from the Bulls and Eights project, or you can own 10 of those flight club scratchers and redeem those through a Discord ticket and get access. So 30
And
day
those
access.
and those NFTs, those scratchers, 0.02, right?
Yeah, 0.02 for the scratcher is super cheap, I feel like. And you get an opportunity to win some ETH or USDT, or you can win more ETH because we got different bounties going out. Bunch of bounties going out. We got an opportunity to win a Bored Ape, Pudgy Penguin. If you don't like penguins, please don't mint. Then it's just cram packed full of
Uh,
things for 0.02. Like there's not
it
going to
really
be
is.
more collections out there for 0.02 that are offering as much. So
I mean,
definitely take advantage.
you can literally for 0.02, you can mint a scratch off, and you could win up to $1,000 in ETH like same day, like
Yeah,
instantly.
yeah, same day.
Rewards are paid out. The rewards are paid out every day at midnight, right? Central time.
Yep. So if you do mint,
So
rewards out there, and we have a raffle going on too, to where if you mint 10 of the NFTs before mint out, there's no rush, you don't have to do them all at once. You get entered into a Sappy Seal raffle. We're going to be raffling off a Sappy Seal. That's where we're going to be raffling off the Bored Ape, the Pudgy Penguin, We have a little pudgy in there too, man. Once again, if you don't like penguins, I really can't help you. But check out these links, man. That's the Mint link. That's the website to learn more about it. If you go on my page, I have full videos about the platform, Diamond Flight Club, just ways to get into it. So I would say it'd be easier to get in before the bull run really starts. Volume picks up, people start really picking up these different traits because there's some lower ones right this second. Um, if you guys don't, you guys are gonna wait till volume picks up. The plays are gonna be way more frequent. I'm gonna be dropping them back to back to back to back, and there's gonna be back to back opportunities that you guys are gonna be missing out on. Then I'm gonna stream the results because I have to. I'm not an asshole. I'm not. I'm telling you guys, I'm not. But it's gonna feel like I'm an asshole when I'm putting up projects that went up like 3,000 to like 10,000 or 40,000%, and you guys could have been there. So
Facts.
yeah.
Facts.
So, man, other than that, man, Justin, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Man, appreciate everybody, especially those who come and hang out with us. I definitely we got to get the vibes back to like old school where it was beautiful. Like every day was a green day. Those days will come
Yeah,
with due time, but we'll be here. And so yeah, tap in with Cuff. Make sure you're part of the flight club. Check out this ape store, ape.store. I'm digging it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm digging it. But as always, two things: attitude and effort. Only thing you can control in life. So attitude and effort.
yeah, definitely, man. So, just wanted to pull this up as an as a example, man. It's interesting. Watch it like dump as I'm sitting here talking and shit. It's like, no,
Don't speak. Don't even speak that into existence.
I would probably buy this. I buy that dip. I'm not gonna lie to you. This
Honestly, I would too. After seeing what this has done so far, yeah, I probably would as well.
yeah, this is going to unit swap. But yeah, y'all, man, there's some good opportunities out there, man. Y'all tap in, man. Look into the Flight Club, man. Tap in with the platform, Twitter Spaces, if you guys want to learn more. Other than that, man, I appreciate you guys, and you guys enjoy the rest of your night, man. We're out here.
Peace.